Aries, hi, welcome to your read. We're going to be looking at your tarot for this week. These are general YouTube readings, so they won't always resonate with you. Please feel free to take a look at the description below if you would like your own personal reading. Those will resonate with you. When I do your personal reading, I get your astrological information, so please be sure to have your birth time, birthplace, birth city, and birth date, of course. And I will look at your chart before doing your tarot. That way I can kind of custom tailor what's going on in your life astrologically with your tarot. So let's get started with you, Aries. We're going to be doing a Celtic cross and check out those energies for that upcoming lunar eclipse in Aries and Libra. Oh, and by the way, I am on sidereal astrology. I no longer follow tropical astrology placements, so just FYI, so don't tell me it's in Taurus and Scorpio. I know. Okay, Aries, let's get you started. Your energy is Eight of Chalices. You're walking away from something here. There's a sense that something's over and there's no bringing it back emotionally for you. And 8 is pretty much a challenge to kind of bring something into balance for your own life. You know, there's a person on that card and they're basically walking away from something, but it's in order to bring some sort of balance to their overall greater perspective on things here. Now there's Ace of Wands is a challenge here, and there could be attraction to something and that could be challenging. That's what's making it challenging for you to walk away from something. Something was very attractive and very passionate here. For the underlying energy here, have the Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting because when I see the Wheel of Fortune, it's like trying to stand still and allowing the universe to put things in place for you. But I don't get so much that that's an Aries type of feel. Although Mars and Jupiter are very much working together when I look at this card. And the way I pick up that Eight of Chalices is Mars being debilitated in Cancer, right? So I would look at it like you really can't debilitate Mars, even if it's in the sign of Cancer, or depress it. You can't do that. Mars is a soldier, and he will adapt to that way of life, and he will overcome. So you have to adapt to these things of thinking about past, because the way I'm looking at it is it's a lot of emotional reflection as you walked away here. And Four of Swords here, you know, you've been doing some healing here. You know, the Four of Swords is telling me that you've been doing some healing, and it's been a very cold place because, you know, when you're healing, you're carrying the energy of that past thing. I mean, you can go to all the tarot card readers and they say, yeah, you're healing and it's going to take time before you move on. Well, you know, I don't think that's necessarily the prescription, the healing here. I think the prescription is to kind of come out of the tomb eventually here. You know, let the dogs lick your wound, you know, go out, have a good time. I don't know what you got to do to come out of this healing, but you've certainly walked away from something there. And you've been healing for a while. So I think it's time to kind of step into this High Priestess, which you've already showing me that you have. Which I like, because this is like boss bitch energy. I love that. High Priestess as your strength card. You know, you're ignoring the people that hurt you. You're ignoring the people that, you know, made it seem like... You know how I pick up the High Priestess for you here with these cards? I'm not saying this is what it means in tarot, but I'm saying this is how I pick it up for you, Aries, is that somebody walked away from you first, and possibly they're trying to walk back in, and that's a very challenging thing with this Ace of Wands, but instead you're choosing to ignore the fact that it's coming back. You may be here at the read trying to figure out, is it a good idea to come back? You know, I'm the tarot card reader. I'm not the decision maker for you, and I don't think that's what tarot should be used for. I think tarot should be used to kind of look inside of what's going inside of you. Look inside of you and come up with your own answer. And don't let your tarot card reader, don't ever let a tarot card reader or psychic take power from you, first of all, okay? You know, come up with your own decisions. You know, the tarot card reader will give you the advice, you know, well, you know, I haven't gotten there yet, but whatever the advice is, you can choose to follow that or not. You have your own power, you have your own free will and destiny, right? And that's how I view the High Priestess, and that's how kind of like funny, because the the Wheel of Fortune opposite, I kind of stopped earlier thinking this is weird, because it's not of like, I'm going to stand here and let things happen energy. It's more of a letting the universe do the spinning for you, and you're just kind of standing there in the middle and saying, well, this is the stuff I keep getting dealt. Let me see what else the universe keeps bringing me. I like that, because eventually the right people get brought to you, especially with a Jupiterian card like this, the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter brings you the right people. And this is also Rahu, and there's that snake there, or dragon. And Rahu is a master at bringing the people to you. And Jupiter is also good at doing that, right? Especially if you have 11th house Jupiter type stuff like that in your chart. The right people might be coming into your life right now. You have that Nine of Pentacles here in the future. It's a little bit of loneliness there. When I see this card lately, I've been kind of tying it to a little bit of loneliness and disconnection. But you're looking good. You're smelling good. And you're very attractive here. And this is definitely working on divine feminine things, whether you're male or female. It's working on that feminine aspect of you that brings in the right people, brings in soulmate. This is like soulmate or die energy here in the future. You're not allowing things in that are low vibrational. You're allowing things in that are on your level. I like it. What's being hidden from you is Knight of Wands. There they are. And I picked this up as a person immediately when I saw it flip on the table. There they are. And they're hiding. And they may be playing the same ignore game as you. They may be doing that, but they're doing it thinking maybe you're going to come back here. It's not sure, but I feel like they may come back before you even do, because you may not even make a move here. Let's see here. Then you have the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands. Now, I'm not picking so much of this as a character in your life, but I'm picking that this is somewhat of your advice, which is to go out, have fun. Don't get stuck in that energy of healing, like I said with this tomb card, right? So for your advice, don't be stuck in that tomb thinking, oh, I'm going to be healing here forever. And then, sorry, this was your past. And then for your advice here is telling you, go out, have a good time. Do what the Knight of Wands was teaching you here, that person that broke your heart or did something here, whatever they did to you to hurt you, it could have been a friendship that ended. Do the same thing they did, which is go out to the nightclub here. Go have a good time. Going to the nightclub, and I hear the sirens. Some of you may need to step out. All right? Hopes and fears, Six of Chalices. This is a past reflection card, but how I see this for you is you're worried that you're turning away a soulmate, and who cares? Don't worry about that. If you're turning away a soulmate, you're going to eventually run into something else that's soulmate material here. And there's a book, I'm not sure, somebody mentioned this to me April this year. You can actually train your soulmate. And it's true, right? You can meet somebody new, and they can be your new soulmate, and you guys can meet in the next life, right? I don't know. But it made sense to me, and why some people would take that psychological approach to it. Well, it's because you don't want to be tied to something in anxiety or developing some sort of depression over that you got rid of something that you should have been with. No. If it's not working for you, get rid of it. And don't reflect too much on the past. You can create a new soulmate. You may meet somebody that's looking for their soulmate, and hell, you guys could just be each other's soulmates, okay? It doesn't have to be overcomplicated, okay? When we look at this card, we complicate this card so much, and it's not that complicated. Ten of Pentacles at the end, the happy ending. It's there for you, Aries. It's really there for you. Is it there for you with this person? For some of you, maybe. If they're really showing you, that on their own they've been okay, and they're trying to level up just like you've been, then yeah, I'd say maybe there's a chance, For some of you that this person can't be alone for 5 seconds and they have to always have somebody for security, it's not the thing. you know the new thing's coming to you, okay? So, because I'm doing kind of like tailored questions this week for each of the signs, so pop a question. If this reading resonated with you, pop a question in your head, and instead of pulling 3 cards from the universe, we're going to pull 3 cards for your advice, whether you should go with a new thing or wish you should stay with a new thing, okay? So pick 1 or 2. Actually, we'll do 2 cards, okay? So put a number in your head, the 1 or 2. Just put a random. It doesn't matter which one, okay? And if it's you pick one of the cards, it'll be stay with the thing, and then one of the other cards is stay with the old thing, okay? So we'll do that. So let's see here. I'm going to pull 2. Let's see. Okay, so for group number 1, no, it's unreliable. It was King of Wands here, but I feel like it's unreliable. Supporting your read here, though, like it's like this person has a very high checklist of things, and maybe they had to figure out you were actually what was on their checklist, but they had to figure that out through loss. And that's why I'm saying no, don't go back. Because if they're going to have to figure out things by destroying you and elevating to their prime, you know, maybe it's better that they learn their lesson and they can move on into their own kingdom here and realize that whatever they're trying to search for, they'll never be able to attain. For group 2, I wanted to say no, but it's a yes. The problem is that you're too over emotional. So, you know, this is definitely, if this person, I feel like this person may be crying over you or that type thing too. I think this person has had their ego crushed somehow, or like they may have changed somehow. And if that resonates, that's your indication of yes. Okay? That, yeah, you can go with this. Very interesting. I think I like doing reads like this because we can kind of separate the 1 or the 2s if we go with it or we don't. And yeah, can't change groups. Anyways, that's all I got for you, Aries. We'll see you again next week.